It was Christmas Eve, a time for joy and celebration. Families gathered around their Christmas trees, decorating them with ornaments and lights. Children eagerly unwrapped their gifts, their faces lighting up with excitement and wonder. The air was filled with laughter and the sweet melodies of Christmas carols. Families were together, their homes filled with the sounds of Christmas carols. The warmth of the fireplace added to the cozy atmosphere, making it a perfect night to create cherished memories. Parents watched their children play with new toys, their hearts swelling with happiness and love. But far away, in a small village called Notun Tongjiri Tripurapara, something terrible was about to happen. This village, nestled in a remote area, was home to many Christian Tripura families who were also celebrating Christmas Eve in their own special way. As the clock struck midnight, welcoming Christmas Day, a fire broke out. The peaceful night was suddenly shattered by the crackling of flames and the smell of smoke. The fire spread quickly, fueled by the dry winter air and the wooden structures of the houses. 17 houses, all belonging to Christian Tripura families, were engulfed in flames. The fire raged uncontrollably, consuming everything in its path. The once serene village was now a scene of chaos and destruction, with homes reduced to ashes. These families were at church attending midnight mass, completely unaware of the tragedy unfolding back home. They were praying, singing hymns, and celebrating the birth of Christ, oblivious to the fact that their homes were being destroyed. The fire, which is believed to have been started on purpose, burned their homes to the ground. The aftermath was devastating, with charred remains of what were once vibrant homes. The villagers returned from church to find their lives turned upside down. Christmas Eve 2024 will forever be remembered by these families, not for its joy, but for their devastating loss. The community came together to mourn and support each other, but the pain of losing their homes and memories was overwhelming. This tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. The Tripura people are a group of people native to the Chittagong hill tracts of Bangladesh. They have a rich history and have lived in harmony with nature for generations. Their lives are deeply connected to the land. However, their peaceful existence has been disrupted time and time again. They have faced land disputes and have been forced to leave their ancestral homes, leading to hardship and uncertainty. But despite these challenges, the Tripura people have held on to their traditions, showing incredible strength and resilience. As the Tripura community gathered for their Christmas Eve service, a group of attackers arrived at their village. With evil intentions, they set fire to the villagers' homes. The flames spread quickly through the night. When the villagers returned, they were met with a horrifying sight. Gungamani Tripura, one of the victims, spoke about the shock and grief, her voice filled with emotion. This attack, a clear act of religious hatred, has left the community terrified and heartbroken. Sadly, the attack on the Tripura community is not an isolated incident. Despite its constitution promoting equality for all religions, Bangladesh has seen a worrying increase in violence against religious minorities. Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, and other minority groups have experienced discrimination, harassment, and violence. The attack on the Tripura community is a harsh reminder that we need to address this growing problem of intolerance. The reasons behind the attack on the Tripura community are complicated. Land disputes, often made worse by religious tensions, have troubled the region for years. The Tripura people, a marginalized community, have been especially vulnerable to being forced off their land. The attack on their homes is a tragic outcome of these unresolved conflicts, emphasizing the need for a fair solution to land disputes in the region. Government response: a glimmer of hope amidst the ashes. After the attack, the Bangladesh government condemned the violence and promised to take quick action. Investigations are ongoing and several arrests have been made. While the justice system takes its course, the government has also pledged to provide immediate help and support to the affected families. Time will tell if these promises turn into real action and justice for the Tripura community. Voices of outrage, public reaction, and protests. The arson attack has sparked anger and condemnation throughout Bangladesh and beyond. Human rights groups, civil society organizations, and ordinary citizens have spoken out in support of the Tripura community. Protests have erupted demanding justice for the victims and an end to violence against minorities. This wave of support offers a glimmer of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, people long for peace and justice. A call to action, breaking the cycle of violence. The arson attack on the Christian Tripura community is a wake-up call. It is a tragic event that has left many families without homes, and a community in mourning. The devastation is not just physical, but emotional, as the scars of such violence run deep. This incident is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the destructive power of hatred and intolerance. It's a stark reminder that we cannot stay silent when we see injustice. Silence in the face of such acts only emboldens the perpetrators and perpetuates the cycle of violence. We must raise our voices, stand in solidarity with the victims, and demand justice. Protests and public demonstrations are powerful tools to show that we, as a society, will not tolerate such acts of violence and discrimination. We must take action now to stop the cycle of violence and create a society where everyone, regardless of their religion or ethnicity, can live in peace and security. This means fostering a culture of understanding and respect, where diversity is celebrated rather than feared. Community gatherings and interfaith dialogues are essential in building bridges and promoting harmony among different groups. We must demand accountability from our leaders, ensuring that they take concrete steps to protect vulnerable communities and uphold the principles of justice and equality. Political rallies and advocacy campaigns are crucial in holding our leaders accountable and pushing for policies that promote inclusivity and protect human rights. Support organizations working to protect minority rights, as these groups are often on the front lines, providing essential services and advocating for those who are marginalized. NGOs and community organizations play a vital role in offering support, raising awareness and driving change at the grassroots level, and challenge intolerance and discrimination in all its forms. This involves educating ourselves and others, speaking out against prejudice and promoting a message of unity and acceptance. By standing together and taking collective action, we can break the cycle of violence and build a more just and peaceful world for future generations. Seeds of Hope, the resilience of the human spirit. This chapter delves into the indomitable spirit of humanity, focusing on the Tripura people who have faced unimaginable hardships. Despite the devastation, they continue to rise, embodying the essence of resilience. Even though their homes have been turned to ashes, the spirit of the Tripura people remains strong. Their resilience, their unwavering faith, and their ability to come together as a community in times of crisis are truly inspiring. The Tripura people have a rich cultural heritage that they hold on to, even in the face of adversity. Their determination to rebuild their lives offers a powerful message of hope. Families work side by side, brick by brick, to reconstruct not just their homes but their lives. The hopeful expressions on their faces tell a story of courage and unity. They are not just rebuilding structures, they are rebuilding their dreams and aspirations. As they pick up the pieces and begin the long process of healing, they find solace in their community and their shared experiences. The act of cleaning up debris and repairing homes becomes a collective journey towards recovery. Prayers and spiritual gatherings provide emotional support, reinforcing their faith and hope for a better future. They do so with the knowledge that they are not alone. Support groups and international aid workers play a crucial role in their recovery. These external forces bring not just material aid, but also emotional and psychological support. The presence of these helpers reassures the Tripura people that the world has not forgotten them. People around the world stand with them, offering support, solidarity, and a shared belief in a brighter future. Global support rallies and international community meetings highlight the collective effort to assist the Tripura people. Signs of solidarity and messages of hope from around the world strengthen their resolve. The sight of children smiling and diverse groups of people holding hands symbolizes the unity and hope that transcends borders. As the sun rises over the village, it brings with it the promise of a new day, a new beginning, and a brighter future for all.